Hey, podcast listeners. Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcasts? Good news. With Amazon Music, you have access to the largest catalog of ad-free top podcasts included with your Prime membership. Stay up to date on everything newsworthy by downloading the Amazon Music app for free or go to amazon.com/ad-free news. That's amazon.com/ad-free news to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads.
This is the Washington Times front page for Wednesday, November 6th, 2024. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. One of the most intense elections in recent memory has resulted in history, as Donald Trump will return to the White House as only the second person to win a non-consecutive term as president of the United States. Susan Ferricchio, Jeff Murdoch, Alex Sawyer, and Stephen Diner report Trump crossed the 270 electoral vote threshold with projected wins in swing states Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. He's also poised to win the other three key battlegrounds, holding leads in Arizona, Michigan, and Nevada. Voting proceeded mostly smoothly across the nation, with limited hiccups and interruptions. Bomb threats did clear polling places in Fulton County, Georgia, home to Atlanta, for a brief period in the morning, while voting in Cambria County, Pennsylvania, home to Johnstown, was disrupted by a software glitch. The polls were allowed to stay open later to compensate. Officials in Georgia and at the federal level pointed to Russian actors as the culprits behind the Fulton County threats. Whatever Trump's political future is beyond this term, his 9-year run has shattered the post-World War II consensus. Trump has also upended the independence of Congress, erasing institutional inertia and rendering Capitol Hill largely an afterthought of the presidency. Speaking of Capitol Hill, Republicans will take control of the Senate in the next Congress after flipping the minimum 2 seats needed for the majority. Lindsey McPherson and Alex Miller report Republican Governor Jim Justice easily flipped the West Virginia seat being vacated by Democrat-turned-independent Joe Manchin, and in neighboring Ohio, first-time candidate Bernie Moreno ousted 3-term incumbent Democrat Sherrod Brown. Control of the House was not settled, with many race calls outstanding, but Democratic challengers defeated 2 vulnerable Republican incumbents in New York. And finally, locally, Democrat Angela Alsobrooks won the U.S. Senate race in Maryland over Republican Larry Hogan, a former 2-term governor who failed to convert his popularity into an upset win. Tom Howe reports the Prince George's County executive won by warning that Hogan would buttress a GOP majority and its priorities. She was buoyed by direct support from Maryland Governor Wes Moore, a Democrat who took the unusual step of backing her in the primary against 9 other candidates. Also, Brooks will fill the seat being vacated by Democratic Senator Ben Cardin, who decided not to seek a 4th term. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.